So imagine having to share your husband with 3 other women and living in a house with 18 children.
That's the reality for 4 women and 1 man that plays out in the show Sister Wives. It offers viewers an inside look at a polygamist household. Take a look at a clip from season 8.
I feel like there's just a lot we need to figure out. I mean, you don't feel comfortable with me around.
Sister-wife relationship is super tricky because you're trying to be best friends with a woman who has a relationship with your husband.
Mitch and I have something to share with everyone.
Oh my gosh.
We are engaged.
If you're friends and the friendship ends, then you go your separate way. It's a little bit different when you're sisters or sister wives. You still are all gonna come back for the birthday parties and suck it up and do what's good for the family.
Vegas has been good to us.
Okay, joining us now are Kody, Meri, Janelle, Christine, and Robyn Brown. Welcome, you guys. We can hear you now. You know, Scott and I are probably doing what most people do when they watch your show and go, really? How do you do this? And
it's got to be a lot of love, man. A lot of love.
You just do it. You know, it's just like you got a family, you've got your responsibilities, and you do what you've got to do. So that's kind of how it works for us.
We don't even know how monogamy works, though. I'd be like, how do you do that? What do you mean? This is all we've known.
Well, that's the funny part is I couldn't keep my one relationship together, and yet there are 4 of you with him, and you're making it work. Is there not jealousy amongst the women? You know, because.
Sure, but of course there's jealousy. You make a choice every day to be a family. It's honestly, it's that simple. You know, you go through the negotiation, the diplomacy that is required in every family. We just multiplied it.
It's not only that we love Kody, but we love our sister wives too, and I think that's what makes it work, is we realize at the end of the day, we're a family, and we want to make all the relationships work.
Kody, aren't you exhausted?
I'm exhausted thinking about it.
I get 5 hours of sleep a night. I'm not exhausted.
And is there?
That's the big thing.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say that's the big thing that people are always like, hey, you're the man. It's like they don't understand the work and level of emotional commitment and everything that Kody has to give, because he actually has responsibilities to all the children, to all the families, to all the wives. I mean, it's not a guy who goes and disappears into his den and watches TV or something. Like, he has to be kind of always on, always up, always giving. So there's a huge piece that comes along for him as well.
It's the struggle of a warrior having to be a diplomat all the time. It's really a challenge.
Is there some kind of a schedule, Kody, where you're with wife number 1 on a certain Monday and then wife number 2 on Tuesday? How does it work?
Yes and no. Yes and no. So we don't have certain days. We just go through. I hate to say it this way. It's one night with the wife, and then the next night with the wife, or the next night with the wife, and then I say nights.
It's a family.
It's a family. Yeah. So it's really about me being able to connect with the kids.
So like Kody will sit there and kind of do it according to what the needs are of that family or that wife or even the kids in the family. If there's a birthday.
You got a band concert, a birthday. The schedule flexes with the band concert, the birthday.
Somebody's having a really hard time kind of a thing, then he's going to, and we all understand that, he's going to sit there and kind of base his schedule, if you will, based on that. But it's really more about like the fact that we're a family and not where Kody's at that night.
Well, but what if one of the wives, what if you want another husband? Could you do that?
Well, I know that there's some family structures are that way, but ours is not, and I personally, we're good.
One husband is good enough.
Right here, one husband.
I like all the freedom that comes with being a sister wife too. Like, I have a husband, but I also have all these other relationships with these other women, but then I also get to do things on my own too. So I have so much independence that so many of my monogamous friends long for.
Yeah, we don't have to. I don't have to fight for the remote every single night.
I know. I get to watch whatever I want.
You know what's funny is I watch less and less and less TV the older we get.
I know, right? Because we have so much drama. Why would we want more drama on the TV?
And drama is always in the negotiation and the diplomacy. It's always about arranging that schedule and conflicting schedules and
just everybody's needs and just trying to make
meeting the needs of kids.
Yeah, meeting the needs of everybody, but then also making sure yours are met as well.
I have no further questions, Kara.
Nice.
No, but I mean, it's not.
I don't know what to ask.
speechless.
I mean, I know that you guys all look happy right now, and it's really like family multiplied, which is why people like to watch it on TV. But there's some really real things. Like one of you just went through postpartum depression and won't watch the honeymoon episode because that's got to be really hard to watch your husband get all schmoozy with another woman when you're feeling so sad.
Oh, you know what? That is so adorable. I forgot all about that because that was like 8 years ago, but now you're bringing it up again. I don't know why you're doing that.
Oh my God.
You know,
Oh my gosh,
that's the
that's
funny
so
thing about being on
funny.
TV is you have to see that stuff over and over.
Unfortunately, we got to let you go.
You think you're done.
But thank you so much for your time.
So
Thank
much.
you for having us.
Thanks so
Thank
much.
you.
Good luck to all of you.
Good luck. Yes.
Thank you.
All right, you
Good
can
luck
watch
to
the
you
premiere
too.
episode of season 8 of Sister Wives at 8 p.m. on TLC.
It would be interesting to see how all that works, for sure.